AJ was asked during the media bullpen this weekend, obviously being a Kaulig Racing driver, Kaulig Racing in the news regarding the truck series and potentially running up to 5 full-time trucks with Ram next year. He was asked, would you consider getting behind the wheel of one of Kaulig Racing's truck teams? And AJ's answer was the same answer that he's always given throughout the last however many years it's been now, 5, 6, 7 years that he's been racing with Kaulig, whether it's full-time, part-time, Cup, Xfinity, whatever the schedule is. He says, I will do whatever Matt Kaulig and Chris Rice want me to do. I think he's been on the record a couple other times saying he would like to be in Cup. He's happy where he's at, but some people think back to how burnt out he got at JTG Doherty, which ultimately led to him being released from his contract that he had signed a couple of years before it was set to expire. This is an interesting prospect, I think, and it's one that I think AJ should seriously consider, one that I think Matt and Chris should seriously consider for him, not to take away from what he can do in the Cup Series and what we saw him do this weekend. But think about this, Brandon. No SVG, no Connor Zilich, probably no Corey Heim. We expect him to, at least on a part-time basis, move up the ladder. We're hearing some Sam Hunt Racing 2311 Toyota rumors. Who knows what's going to happen with a lawsuit there, but we believe he's probably going to move on from full-time truck competition at the very least. 5 road and street courses, a full 20% of the Truck Series schedule next year. And the finale is back at Homestead, which, since he moved to Kaulig Racing, has been one of his best ovals, particularly in Cup Series competition. So like I said, when he moved back to Cup the first time in 2023, and why I was a little disappointed that they were doing that for him over at Kaulig, even though I understood it from a business perspective as a veteran driver wanting to try to get that program up and running and put a full-time driver in that car. This feels like a tailor-made schedule for somebody like AJ Allmendinger. And the Truck Series was founded as, I think, a place for drivers like AJ at this point in their careers to go continue to compete for race wins and championships. And I don't even know, honestly, if Ram has to be a top manufacturer right out of the gate. I think as long as they're just a level above basic competency, as long as they're maybe they're good, not great. They start out as a mid-pack team, but AJ can get them a win maybe right as the season's kicking off at St. Pete. We got that coming onto the schedule next year. All you have to do is win one of the first 18 races, and then you're in the playoffs. You're going to have the Roval back in the playoffs. You got a finale at Homestead. If you can continue to build up that program, once you get that win and get yourself locked into the playoffs there, I really think he could be a legitimate championship contender. So, Brandon, I don't know if you have any thoughts on that, but that is something that I think AJ, and as AJ always says, all the men and women at Kaulig Racing, when they're planning their 2026 schedule out in their driver lineup, I think it is something that is seriously worth considering for AJ Allmendinger to do next year.